The American consumer and their New Year's resolutions. How one brand is using YouTube brilliantly. Have you ever wondered how government subsidies affect what we eat? And then we introduce you to what might just be the perfect waiter. For the week of January 3rd, 2011, this is Food News Today on location. Good morning. Our first story for the first broadcast of 2011 is all about New Year's resolutions. Have you made any yet? And will you actually keep them? Well, we asked the same questions to the Supermarket Guru Consumer Panel and what they plan on doing for the coming year. Immediately following this pre-recorded webcast, we continued the discussion live from my hotel room and in our chat room below. I hope you'll join us and log in. Food News Today is sponsored by ConAgra Foods, who shares with me the desire to provide the most current, interesting, and unbiased food news. Just a few days ago, we rang in the new year, and we must ask, quote, did you make a New Year's resolution? Well, we also asked the same question to the Supermarket Guru Consumer Panel, and we wanted to know in particular about their food resolutions. 78% said they were resolving to improve their eating habits, and not surprisingly, 69% of those had made the same resolution in the past year. But only 29% had made permanent changes to their eating habits. Exactly how are these consumers hoping to change their eating habits? Well, the majority of the panel says that they will eat less processed foods, more foods in their original form, less sugars, and will eat lighter before bedtime. The desire to feel better, look better, lose weight, and be more alert and energetic are cited most often as the reasons why. However, let's remember, these changes actually prompt the need for behavior modification. Half say that they will exercise more, while 20% say they'll actually be teaming up with someone else to help spur them on. Retailers take note. 15% say they will seek guidance from the web, TV, print, or radio, and it's a great chance to support your shoppers in store, in circulars, in-store promotions, and most importantly, with face-to-face dietitian and consumer affairs programs. 43% said they will actually go to the store more often to buy fresh foods to help them eat more healthfully. Have you visited Cure Bad Breath's page on YouTube yet? Well, I wouldn't be so shocked if you had, because the channel has had over 31 million views since created just a year and a half ago. So what's all the hype about?
This is your tongue.
Well, representative of their tongues, right?
It's the biggest tongue we could find.
Thanks.
This is where 90% of your bad breath comes from.
Most people want to know how to cure that bad breath, or at least know how to prevent it, and now they can, because the key to their success is offering an Aura Brush for free by following Aura Brush on Facebook or Twitter and subscribing to their channel on YouTube. It all started with Dr. Bob, who created the tool and just flat out didn't know how to market it. All the marketing tricks that he thought would work didn't. So he was inventive, and he then brought it to a university's marketing course where he found just one student who believed that even if a small percentage of people could be interested in the product, that would still amount to millions of people around the world. So they started shooting videos. The simple yet very interesting stylized videos created a buzz with video themes, including The Stench for Christmas.
It's the stench that stole Christmas.
Trick or Treat for Halloween.
Hand over your candy.
Themed around Las Vegas, fortune cookies, landlord evictions, and even Clone Wars. Well, it's an exciting new marketing world, one in which social networks rule and can make a brand or a retailer a success much more quickly. After the broadcast, just log on to Aura Brush's YouTube channel with the link on my left to be viewer number 31,000,001. In today's Economy and Spending Report, we take a look at government subsidies that are used to promote the sale of foods and question how effective are they? Well, just ask yourself, why is it that we are so much more inclined to load up our plates with meat and dairy products rather than with fruits and vegetables? What is it about fruit and vegetable marketing campaigns, for example, the 5-a-day program, that just doesn't seem very exciting, while milk and dairy products seem to have much more fun? Perhaps this has something to do with the government subsidies on certain foods, a budget which frankly allocates approximately 54% to meat, 11% to dairy, not including butter, and last but not least, just under 10% to promoting fruits and vegetables. We must question if this obvious inequality is one of the reasons that consumption of produce is so low. As example, the average American today consumes about 3.2 servings of fruits and vegetables each day, instead of the 9 that most doctors and nutritionists actually recommend. We need to raise the marketing and the communication and the promotion bar for produce. Maybe there's something we can glean from Orabrush? You tell me. The reality is that fruits and vegetables should account for at least 40% of a recommended daily diet. We suggest that the government subsidies should also represent that percentage. As Congress actually moves forward towards consideration of the reauthorization of the 2012 Farm Bill, it seems to me like now's the time to reevaluate where the money is coming from and where it will go to. It's time to email our senators, our congressmen, and our congresswomen. Love going out to dinner but hate dealing with waiters? Well, in today's extreme retail, we head to Shandong province in China. If you're like me, you're constantly on the search for the ultimate in customer service. And let me ask you a question. Have you ever been treated so badly in a restaurant that you wanted not to leave a tip, but then you felt guilty, so you did anyway? Well, those bad experiences are a thing of the past. It is if you visit Zhang Yongpei's restaurant in China's eastern Shandong province, where it seems like he's found the solution. They're robots. Instead of hiring waiters and waitresses, he installed robots who serve food while rotating slowly around the room. He was inspired by space exploration and robot technologies. Now, he bought 7 robots. Each one cost approximately $6,000. Each one is programmed to perform a different specific duty within the restaurant. Upon entering the restaurant, diners are met by a female robot who's equipped with batting eyelashes and a vocal cord and says, "Welcome." Next, they will encounter a robotic receptionist. Their waiter, of course, is also a robot, and to keep the evening joyful, the robots are the dancing entertainers. Restaurateur Zhang says he has hopes to open a larger restaurant with over 30 robot employees. Eventually, he intends to make them look so lifelike. Also, they'll be able to serve customers at their tables and walk up and down the stairs. Frankly, I think I'm going to stick with those waiters at Katz's Deli after all. Maybe they're not so bad. Welcome to the future.